Good morning, good morning, good morning. We want to welcome you here to City Hall as we do what Tallahassee is known to do, which is to be the first, yet again, in kicking off a really awesome bike sharing program. We have been, and frankly, I should give a quick credit to my colleague, Commissioner Miller, my former colleague, Commissioner Mustian, who have been for a long time huge advocates of extending pedestrian-friendly bike sharing programs all throughout the community. And so our dedicated staff, our planning staff, all of those, our ACMs who've been associated with this program, will you just wave where you are? Our city manager is here as well. We want to thank y'all for being here. We have tried for a number of years now through the architecture and through the design of our roadways here in the city to create easier passage for pedestrians, both those walking but also our cyclists, and improving the cycleability of folks here in our community, here in our city. And today, through our partnership with PACE, we are rolling out what we believe for them is going to be their very first rollout of our bike sharing program, and for their company, the first in what will be a big, large fleet to come. We will have, once this program is up and fully operational, over 50 locations where you'll be able to pick up and return bikes all over the city. And what makes this particular provider different than what we've seen in other places is that you don't have that really high cost of these complicated sort of bike re-racking systems. Any public bike rack in the city, you can pick up and return these bikes to. And for our community safety and security, we know that you have the ability through technology to lock these bikes. You can unlock them through the use of technology and be able to ride them all over the city and redeposit them without having to pull out cash and credit cards. But by simply downloading the application, you can become a customer of this PACE product. The city of Tallahassee has tried very, very hard to lean into our pedestrian, our bike-friendly nature. And this program is going to help us take it just a little bit further. And we're thankful to have y'all here as partners. The city of Tallahassee thanks you. The citizens of the city of Tallahassee, in case you don't know, we're a very outdoorsy kind of place. We love this time of year, quite frankly, where it's much easier to be out and moving around. I want to now invite forward a couple of my colleagues who will bring a few comments, and then we will hear from a representative from PACE and also a city cyclist who will talk about what are some of the charms of this new device here in our city. So without further ado, I want to welcome Commissioner Scott Maddox, and he'll be followed by Commissioner Nancy Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I wanted to add my voice of thanks to Commissioner Mustian and to Mayor Gillum and the Mayor's office for bringing this program to Tallahassee. We take multimodal seriously in Tallahassee. This is a place where you can live, work, and play. You can go by foot, you can go through ride sharing, and now you can go on a bicycle, and our trolleys and our public transportation as well. This is one more tool in the toolbox that will allow you to see all of Tallahassee. For far too long, we clustered in groups where you lived in a certain area of town and you didn't go to other areas of town. Well, no more. Right here in downtown is the common ground, regardless of whether you live north, south, east, or west. With programs like what you see today, you'll have alternatives to see all of Tallahassee to bring us all together. Thank you again, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Miller.
Well, I also want to offer my thanks to all those of you and those folks behind me, especially in the mayor's office. They have really done some heavy lifting on this. And partnering with PACE, all of you will be seeing these bikes already all over town, and with a town of 70,000 students, I think there's going to be a lot of encouragement from FSU and FAMU and TCC too, to just be able, the young people can just hop on bikes and go here, there, and yon, drop the bike off wherever they want to go. It's really going to alleviate a lot of congestion on the highways, on Gain Street, which is the way I got here. And so this is just a wonderful program. I'm very, very excited about it, and I hope everybody enjoys it and for a long time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Miller. We should also think that when you get these bikes, if you are a visitor to our community, thanks to a lot of the efforts and ingenuity and the pushing of my colleague Commissioner Commissioner Miller, we've got wayfinding signage all over downtown. So not only do you have a built-in audience here of over 70,000 students, you also have the benefit of the fact that we sit in the shadow of the state's capitol. We get tens of thousands of visitors to our community throughout the year. And my guess is as they come to Tallahassee, legislators alike will see this innovative program, and they're going to be lining up at your doorstep, Elana, to try to get on board. So without further ado, tell us a little bit about the technology and how our community can access partnership with you all. Will you please come forward, Elana, and give us a little bit of information? Please welcome Zagster's PACE's own Elana.
Thank you, Mayor Gillum. Good morning. My name is Elana Boehm, and I am the General Manager of New Markets at Zagster. It is great to be here to celebrate the launch of bike sharing in the city of Tallahassee. At Zagster, we are driven by our mission to make the bicycle the most loved form of transportation, and we aim to do this by making bike sharing accessible, affordable, and enjoyable in communities across the country. Over the past several years, we've pioneered a new era of modern bike sharing to better meet the needs of both cities and riders. Today, Zagster is the U.S. leader in bike sharing, powering over 200 bike share programs across 35 states in the U.S. Now, that includes our latest bike share here in Tallahassee. But today, we are not only launching a new bike share in Tallahassee, we are debuting a first of its kind for modern bike sharing, a nationwide service for cities and colleges that blends predictability and convenience for riders while preserving order and safety for communities. It's called PACE, and Tallahassee is the first city to join the movement. PACE combines the reliability of dedicated bike share hubs with the freedom of point-to-point travel. With PACE, riders can begin and end rides at any bike rack throughout the city, both PACE bike racks and public bike racks. And PACE bikes feature a 2-point security system, ensuring that bikes are secured both to themselves and to a bike rack when not in use. This not only keeps our bikes safe and secure, it ensures that bikes don't clutter sidewalks or roadways and don't impede the public right-of-way. We are thrilled to be bringing this new model to Tallahassee, and we believe the community will be thrilled to ride with PACE. In a recent nationwide survey of more than 3,500 of our riders, we found that providing access to on-demand shared bikes dramatically improves the quality of life and civic satisfaction. In this survey, we saw that more than half of respondents said that our service was their only access to a bike. Nearly 2/3 said our bike share had in general improved their quality of life, and 92% of users said that partnering with Zagster was a good investment by their community. PACE is a major milestone for Zagster, and we could not have asked for a better city in which to launch it than Tallahassee. I want to thank the city, in particular, the Leon County Planning Department, Julie Christensen, Artie White, and Cherie Bryant, as well as Alan Sechrist and Tyler Harrison with the Electric Utilities team, Steve Schaefer with Underground Utilities and Public Infrastructure, the Parks and Rec Department, Heather Teeter and Allison Ferris with the Mayor's Communication Department, and of course, the wonderful and committed volunteers who serve on the joint city-county bicycling work group. You have been tremendous partners to work with and visionary pioneers in embracing a modern bike share service that we are confident will become the standard for cities and colleges across America. We are excited to continue working with all of you to make this bike share thrive and grow in the coming years. So with that, please join me again in thanking Mayor Gillum, the city, and their incredible staffs for their hard work and leadership. Lastly, thank you, Tallahassee, especially the future riders out there. Your excitement means the world to us at Zagster. We're energized by it, and it's incredible to see our mission in action. You can find hundreds of bikes across the city at public and dedicated PACE racks, including the downtown area, All Saints, Railroad Square, College Town, Cascades Parks, Lake Ella, and more. And we're adding more bikes and more parking areas every day. To get started, just download the PACE Bike Share app or head to ridepace.com. And I wish you all happy rides today and long into the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you again, Elana. Thank you for making us the first. We promise to make you proud as you all continue to roll out these programs across the country. I now want to invite forward one of our very own local cycling enthusiasts with Capital City Cyclists Club, Mr. Hans Van Tol, who will talk a little bit about it from the cyclist perspective around the benefits of a program like this. Hans?
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm Hans Van Tol. I'm currently the president of the Capital City Cyclists, but I'm also a member of the joint city-county bicycle workgroup, as well as a member of the Citizen Multimodal Advisory Committee of the Capital Regional Transportation Planning Agency. That's our local MPO. And I kind of have two hobbies. One is riding my bike and the other is bicycle advocacy. So for me, my bike is already my favorite means of transportation, that's for sure. But this is a really exciting day. So today is the day that Tallahassee takes a big step forwards towards active transportation, with all its associated benefits. You get better health, less pollution, livability of the city, more local spending, and more attraction for tourists and for businesses looking to locate here. So there is a lot of advantages to this bike share system. And even for those that think that they need a car, it means less congestion and more places to find parking. On my travels, I've used bike share systems in cities like Denver or Washington or Paris or Austin, San Antonio, and it's a really nice option to get around town, especially if you don't know the town and if you're in the town and you have not your own transportation. This is a really great way to go to local musea and other and just getting to the conference that you have to go to or something like that. And just this morning I was riding along the Capital Cascade Trail and I saw a bike station there close to the pedestrian bridge. And somebody was looking at it and taking pictures of the bikes there. And she said, "This is so great. My sister is coming next week and we can ride together now." So this is really, a lot of people are already really interested just seeing all these stations around town. And to be honest, in the beginning I was not so sure whether Tallahassee was big enough for a bike share, but having met the team from Zagster and their enthusiasm, their expertise and experience, I'm pretty sure it will work, and it will actually work great. So their enthusiasm is really contagious, and what they got done in such a short amount of time is nothing short of amazing. So with that, I want to thank everybody, the city commissioners, the mayor, and everybody from the city staff, and of course the people from Zagster that have made this possible. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hans. Thank you. All right, and now the part we've all been waiting for. One, you got to download the app. Download the app. Download the app. You want to give it a whirl, determine whether or not this is something that can work for you, download the app. Now, if you all will join me over here, we'll go ahead and cut the ribbon.